Hi, my name is Yamilet Ortega, and I live in the Bronx, and I'm currently a junior. This piece is very close to me because it's about someone who I grew up with and had to let go of. The title is Dasani. My sister and I stopped talking about a year ago. I used to feel so stupid whenever I would say my sister and I weren't talking. It wasn't an intentional thing. It was just her personality drove me crazy. Every week, we would always fight over something so stupid, like washing the dishes or doing the laundry. And in the end, we would reconcile with each other and act like nothing had happened. But one day, there was no reconciliation. My sister and I had always played rough. It was always get hit or don't start anything in my family. I think maybe that's why even now I think about who started the fight. It was Sunday morning that day, and we were supposed to go out for breakfast, our family tradition. We were all getting ready, and I was laid down playing with my phone on my bed. She was on her bed doing the same thing. Everything after this moment is a blur. All I remember is a water bottle. I remember the brand, Dasani. It's crazy how I still remember the water bottle like it was something important. Half filled, standing straight, right on the corner of the nightstand. Her voice filled the whole room as she yelled my name. She faced me, grabbing the water bottle in one hand. In an instant, the water bottle flew towards my eye. I watched as her face turned into a sequence of emotions. The smile slowly faded away as she looked at me. She stood up quickly and reached for my hand. My hand shook as I covered my eyes while she tried to pull them away. Tears streamed down my sweaty face as my voice cracked from all my screaming. Footsteps from afar became louder as my mom ran in. My mom's face went from anger to worry the minute she came in. She started yelling at my sister, but I was screaming louder. My eye kept throbbing every time I blinked, making me yell every second. Her expression grew worrisome as she walked closer to me. Step by step, she would pause, trying to look at my eye. I kept looking up and down as my body shivered from all the crying. I kept kicking the water bottle that was across my foot, trying to distract myself. I stared up and looked straight at the doorway, only to see my sister wasn't there anymore. It made me feel like 1,000 punches were thrown at me simply by her leaving. The next day, I had woken up with what looked like a cyst sticking out of my eyelid. That was when my parents decided to take me to the hospital. And even then, I still had the urge to feel bad for her. She hurt me, and I felt bad for her. I had begged my parents not to take me to the hospital. I hid all I felt for her because a part of me still loved her and didn't want to see her filled with guilt. But should I have been the one to care? It wasn't until 4 months later she did something unforgettable. My birthday was coming up, and in terms of the situation, I didn't expect anything from her. That afternoon on my birthday, she walked up to me, shoulders shrugged, as she held a bag behind her. The bag sparkled as she held it out, arms stretched, waiting for me to take it. I just kept staring at her, her eyes averting mine as she waited. Eventually, after a while, she awkwardly left the present on the nightstand. I stared at it for what seemed like years, unsure of what to do. I was curious to see what she had got me, what she felt would make me happy again. But instead, the present stayed on the nightstand. Thank you.